Hey there folks, Jayborino here. I'm going to be starting a new custom campaign for StarCraft 2. This is StarCraft Replicant, created by Hultmanable. 10 missions in this campaign, really looking forward to it. This is the same map maker that made Pandora, and I've been told that this campaign is very well made. So it is titled Episode 4, and I believe that's because this takes place within the lore of existing StarCraft. So Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, and Legacy of the Void, respectively. So I don't know what the story of this is going to be, other than it's supposed to come into play after Legacy of the Void. So let's check this out.
Forge a new peace.
Sure thing, Artanis. Whatever you say, buddy. All right, let's go. A new dawn. I like the mission launcher. Very nice looking. A new dawn. This is a time of peace and prosperity for the Protoss people. 5 years have passed since Amon, the Dark God, was defeated. Since that time, the rebuilding of Aiur has begun. Even though there's a peace between the three races, it's a fragile peace at best, and now strange attacks have been reported throughout Aiur. Some Protoss report that the attacks are the work of the Dominion! Dun dun dun! Psi Orb can help you locate hidden enemies. Sure, let's do it. I did test this map. It was a bi-weekly testing thread at one point, so I have played this map, though I do know Replicant was recently updated by Hultmanable. I think just this week, maybe, it might have been 2 weeks ago, so there may be some changes here and there, and I'm excited to check it out. Hultmanable presents. This is looking pretty nice. It's a nice little opening cinematic to kind of show some of the Protoss civilians not wearing any of their armor. Now, when I did play this, I purposefully just quit out before the end cutscene because I just wanted to keep myself as fresh as possible for the story here. Twilight Council. 5 years after the reclamation of Aiur. 5 years, huh? All right. Really jumping in the future. Oh yeah, this is looking real nice. I'm liking these cinematics. And this within the Twilight Council look here is really cool with the big statues. All right. We've got all of our Protoss commanders. I'm not expecting to see Alarak in here. Some new faces. Looks like we have an Adept and a Centurion. Artanis, we must investigate this. Another attack? This is not some random attack of the Feral Zerg. These attacks are organized. I agree with the Nerazim. I like how he's named Talendar. Brothers and sisters, I'm not blind to these events. I too can see that these attacks are organized. If so, what are you going to do about it, Artanis? Watch your tone, Rokar. I will remind you, you are addressing the Hierarch and the Hero of Aiur. Oh, it's Selendis. I thought this was someone new. I thought it was an Adept. This belongs to the past. The now is what matters. He is right. We will send one of our warriors to investigate the province of Antioch. We have lost contact with them as well. It's always Antioch, man. Something's always going wrong in Antioch. Whom will we send? Why not Rallis? She is well adept in all forms of combat. I have taught her myself. Very well. Send her in. Alright, so we're investigating some mysterious attacks. That's all I can really tell so far. Though the loading screen said it might be the Dominion, which would be very strange. Okay, so Rallis looks like an Adept hero. Well, she is an Adept hero. I've played this. Welcome, young Praetor. We have a mission for you. You must travel to the province of Antioch and investigate recent events there. Should there be enemies, you must return to us. Do not engage them. I understand. Good. Go now, and may Zeratul watch over you. I don't think Zeratul's watching over anybody. He kind of just dissolved into a dust, into the wind. Outskirts of Antioch. Like I was saying, it's always Antioch. That was the start of The Fall, which was the original StarCraft 1 Protoss campaign. I will have to make my way to the old temple. There should be a base located there. And then when we reclaimed Aiur, we had to go through Antioch. And then, of course, the Antioch Chronicles, a famous custom campaign. New hero. Rallis is the apprentice of Rokar and has mastered many forms of combat. She's one of the few that has started to master both the Templar and Nerazim powers. Blink, Psyorb, Psystorm, and Astral Wind. Astral Wind is nice. That can heal us. QWER, that's what I always like to see. And she also has a passive heal. I also quite like that, too. Okay. Let's bump up that game speed, and let's go. One thing, if you're a map maker and you see me bump up game speeds, I do that all the time, but if you, the map maker, think that I shouldn't do that, please let me know. And I would say the map maker is the only person who's qualified to tell me not to. So, yeah, just let me know. Oh, there's Zerg. Feral Zerg. After all these years, they still roam on Aiur. I guess time and resources have hindered the council to act against them. Zerg not under the control of any higher entity. The Zerg will simply attack everything around them, acting on the lowest level and behaving as predators, consuming other animals for nourishment. Control can be reasserted over feral Zerg by command strands, however, even those as low as overlords. That's kind of a neat little tidbit, just to kind of add that. We're picking up money, which implies we're going to need it at some point. Okay, I like Psyorb. Ooh, the Psyorb cooldown's real low. Oh, that's real nice. And then we can just use Astral Wind. So these are all on cooldowns, no energy usage. That's actually really nice. I feel like that can make heroes a little easy to play, but also really fun to play. That's just my take on using, specifically using, oh, we can see burrowed things. That's just my opinion on cooldown-based heroes. I prefer cooldown-based heroes. I feel like it's a little more sandboxy. I can really, you know, mechanically do a lot of stuff. But, you know, at the same time, it depends on how you balance the cooldowns. I think they're harder to balance. It just depends on how easy it is to spam abilities. So, like, I can just spam, you know, I mean, Psionic Storm has a pretty high cooldown. Psionic Orb has a very low cooldown, along with Astral Wind. I also have Blink, which I don't think... Deep Shadow Blink. Oh, and it increases my movement speed by 50%. That's quite nice. Let's do this and this. And this is just how we're going to roll here. And I'm just going to be spamming Psionic Orb because I can use it a lot. And then we might as well use Astral Wind to get back to full health. Got a little blink here. Can we blink? I'm hitting Q. Oh, there we go. There's like a weird lag time there. Is there anywhere we could blink prior to this? I should back up and check just in case. I remember there being an optional objective somewhere on this map, and I want to make sure I get them. Okay, let's do it. I don't even know what optional objectives would really do. Okay, let's move on forward. Deep Shadow Blink. Get stormed, bitch. There we go. So again, it feels kind of sandboxy as we learn this hero and what she's really capable of. She seems very powerful considering she has a lot of AoE abilities that aren't energy dependent, and I like that a lot. It's really fun to kind of toy around with her and just do a ton of damage to these enemies. All right, let's blink past this log. This seems like the right thing to do. Psionic Orb as well. She does a lot of extra damage versus light, which is about what we'd expect. All right, I'm going to blink so that I can run in a big circle around this Ultralisk. Keep shooting Psionic Orb out, and then just keep blinking away from it. Psionic Orb. Storm. Blink. Psionic Orb. This is going to be time-consuming, I think, but again, the blink is not on a cooldown, or it is on a cooldown, but it's not energy-dependent, so I can just spam the crap out of these abilities. Astral Wind almost up. She has more health than she does have than she has shields. Not something I think most people are used to when it comes to Protoss, which I think is nice. You can rely on her health being a little more useful, I suppose. Just going to keep using Psionic Orb. And it's cool how Psionic Orb, when you launch it, can detect burrowed units. So we can do this, and there's something... I guess not. Maybe there's nothing back there. I'm not sure. In memory of Phoenix, Defender of Antioch. It's really cool. This is like a neat little Easter egg. I like that a lot. All right, Astral Wind is up. It's kind of like a little mini-boss there. Do I want to backtrack back across the log to see what's back in this direction? It kind of seemed like where we were going was the Easter egg area. So maybe I want to go back. I don't know. We'll see. That should kill them. It didn't. So Psionic Orb does low damage, but it's a cool spell, and it's spammable at this point, so let's just spam the crap out of it. Astral Winds. Might as well keep using it. And I'm not... Oh, so there are some burrowed things here. All right, so this is connected? Where was the Phoenix statue? Oh, it was right here. Okay, so this was all connected. So I blinked by that log. That's fine. Whatever. Let's continue. And more minerals. I don't know what these minerals will be used for. At some point, perhaps it will be clear, but right now I have no idea. Psionic Orb against Zerglings seems good enough. And snipe some of these Hydralisks with our normal auto attack because it's very good. Astral Winds. This looks like where we need to go, so let's keep exploring to the left. What do we got here? The obelisks of Antioch have been infested. If I free them, surely they will grant me power. Can I storm them? Looks like I can use some of my basic powers on them. Obelisk de-infested. There are 3 of them. When I did this playthrough, when I did the testing playthrough, I didn't get all of these. So hopefully I can get them all now, because I don't know where they all are. That's also why I'm going to look for areas to blink to. Is this... No, that's a ledge. There's no way I can get up there. Looks like I might be able to get up there. I can't see up the ledges, so I can't blink up to them. Alrighty, let's continue, and let's just be on the lookout for more of the obelisks. What did she say the obelisks would do? Free them to gain a reward. What that reward will be, I don't know. Let's do this. Oh, banelings. As long as we just spam Psionic Orb, that should get rid of them. Okay, great. So see, are there enemies like burrowed down here? Is there like a... No, yeah, there are. There are Zerglings down there. Were those Raptorlings? Maybe those are going to leap up behind me. I got lucky finding those at all.
It is destined.
It's possible that there's something down here, so let's check this out. This definitely looks, definitely looks like there might be an obelisk down here. Oh, God, we got... Oh, that was dirty. That was dirty. I like that, though. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's do this. Let's try to find that infestor. That's right, you jerk. I actually like that infestor skin. It looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's just the color or just a cool-looking infestor. I'm honestly not sure. All right, Astral Wind. And again, is this the right way to go? It looks like maybe this was the only way to go in retrospect. Maybe up there would be a better place to check. Let's see if maybe there's a statue down here, and if there's not, then I'm going to back up. Not a statue, but a... Not a statue, but a bonus objective. Hydralisks, I don't really need to use anything extra on. This looks like the proper way to go, so well, honestly, I just have no idea. It's a Psionic Orb. Psionic Orb does, in fact, work on the spine crawlers. Let's storm. Try to get rid of that queen because it has a lot of energy. Astral Wind. I don't think my storm works on buildings. It worked on the obelisks. That's why I was a little confused. Let's just auto-attack our way through these things. Psionic Orb does a little damage. We just gotta spam it and slowly kill it, I guess. No problem. I mean, we've got Astral Wind, so... Make sure we use it. Okay, these things seemingly coming out of nowhere. There's Astral Wind. Let's go to the left. There's a few different paths to take now, so now we can go around and look for our obelisks. Heading to the left. This might just loop around. I'm honestly not sure. Just blink around. I like blinking further away so you can get a Psionic Orb that hits more times than expected. I think that's pretty cool. There's a few different ways to go now. Let's just storm these banelings. Nice. Okay, again, I think I may do some backtracking here as I go and look for more of the obelisks, because this may still continue to just be the correct way to go. We have some aberrations. Interesting. Let's do this. I gotta time my blinks with when Psionic Orb is even up. And Psionic Storm, mind you. There we go. All right, this is going pretty well. These encounters aren't just bland, repetitive encounters. There's stuff going on here, which I think is great. We also can't harm ourselves with Psionic Storm. That's great. Cannot harm friendly units. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that noob-friendly Psionic Storm. So, again, there's a few different ways to go, and I kind of want to backtrack to check them out, because there was a few different areas that may contain obelisks. So, like, in these woods, possibly. And then over here, I'm not sure if we can get through these trees. It looks like there may be a blinkable area over there. And then all the way back here through these trees. So I want to check this stuff out. Because I'm all about those optional objectives, all right? I'm all about those optional objectives. Oh, dear. There's an obelisk. Haha, I found one. Let's do this. I gotta remember, we do so much damage versus light units. I can just straight up. Okay, Psionic Storm. Why did I think that Psionic Storm worked on these obelisks, on the infested obelisks? No idea where I got that idea from. One more. There we go. 2 of 3. Let's find the last one. Maybe down in this direction. This is probably a dead end. It is. Let's check behind these trees. Hopefully I don't find an area where I can blink to that I'm not supposed to. You should save your game. Oh dear, oh god. I think I in fact blinked somewhere where I maybe was not supposed to get to yet. But I do like how anytime a custom campaign mentions you should save your game, this was something we saw a lot in, what campaign was it? It was Adriano's campaign, Hammer of Dawn. Adriano was really good about telling the player when they should be mindful of saving their game, which I think was just excellent. Queens can't heal themselves, so it's good to just do that. Now let's get in here and kill the Spine Crawler, and if we place our Psionic Orbs correctly, we should kill some things behind them. And if we have to, we'll do some more backtracking to look for the last orb. Or the last obelisk, because I want whatever reward. I don't know what the reward is. Again, I played this once and I missed the last obelisk, so I will find it. It's not at the bottom of the map. We're at the very bottom of the map. Another Spine Crawler. I guess let's just do this. Okay, okay. That's fine. May have to back up here. See, is there something burrowed here? It seems like maybe it's just part of the graphic of Psionic Orb to do a little extra damage to nearby enemies. We may have gotten lucky and gotten the Infestor there. Astral Winds, there we go. Alright, stop it, please. Haha, that's what you get. Okay. And these are lights, so they die fast. And there's the last obelisk. Okay, cool. Just down in the corner here. So I found them all. I've accomplished something that I was unable to in the past. I'm liking the feel of this campaign so far, though. It's very, very nice looking. It's very fun. Yes, I can feel the power running through me. What does that mean? Yeah, but what is that? Ah, Protoss ground armor level 2. That's pretty cool. That's like a neat little thing because we started with +1 and now we got an extra base armor. I like that a lot. It's a neat little way to upgrade your hero. Now I wonder, I don't know if this is true or not, but it's possible there's bank data that records this. That would be pretty neat. You know, I don't know. Yeah, utilizing bank data is not something we see too much of, but I think it'd be a cool way to utilize, upgrading your heroes with minor upgrades. Like, it's kind of like a Warcraft 3 feel. You know, you pick up tomes and you get a little upgrade to your hero over time. It'd be pretty cool. That way, I mean, it really depends though if Rallis is going to be a hero we're going to be utilizing a lot in the future. All right, so it said you should save your game. I just went ahead and quick saved. I'll do it again when this cinematic's over, just in case. Control Q is your quick save. If you play custom campaigns, you're going to want to use that a lot. What is this? My teacher was right. The Terran Dominion have betrayed us. You will pay for this. Damn, we've been discovered. Let's take her out. Yeah, you're not going to do so well. Even if it was a normal adept, I don't think these 2 Marines would do too well. I will restore this base and kill the Terrans myself. She's pissed. I would be too. I guess that will have to wait. Okay, we're going to save again. It's possible that we're going to have a holdout section here. Let's just be spamming our Psionic Orb over and over again. Wonderful. I really like the on-fire Protoss. Very, very cool looking. Okay, let's blink over here. Oh, it's a Vile Roach. Storm those Vile Roaches. Blink away. Do this. And just keep spamming our abilities. Blink away. Wow, this is pretty tough. Astral Winds. Spam all of our abilities. And basically, we just got to be blinking around to make sure we don't get hit. Okay, storm the Roach. The Roaches are the ones that scare me the most. And blink away. Do I have Astral Winds up? Almost. Okay, good storm, I think. Good storm me. That's right. I'm complimenting myself. No, don't let the Roach hit you. Okay, good. Hit the Hydralisk like normal. Alright, I think these are good uses of my abilities. Man, that roach ability really lasts a long time, doesn't it? Okay, doing my best to just avoid getting hit by the vile roaches. Avoid getting hit by the vile roaches. This is lasting a while. I think I'm doing okay, so I went ahead and threw down a quick save. That may have been a mistake, but the more you can quick save, the better, I say. It's really just avoiding the vile roach hits, I think. That's priority number one. It seems like they've stopped spawning, so that's Astral Winds right now. We are debuffed, but it looks like we've done it. That base +1 armor may have come in handy there. There are a few times I had no shields for a while. That was close. Where did all those Zerg come from? I'm exhausted. Are you all right? I saw the Zerg headed this way. Corellius, what are you doing here, old friend? I am still the Warden of Antioch, remember? I was part of a search party when we were ambushed. Only I survived. That's depressing. What? Only you survived? Dramatic Panin. Yes, the Terrans destroyed our base, and we went after them like fools, blinded by revenge. We're being watched! There's a ghost right there! Whoa! Rallis. No, what's going on? Wow. Oh, it'd be good if there was bank data for that +1 armor on Rallis. That'd be really cool to carry over. Boy, do I feel like a fool. What shall I do now? What's this? A communications device. I can call for reinforcements, or at least some probes. I will get my revenge. Wow. So just like that, Rallis is gone. Really excellent hero. Gone. Alright, so what are we up to now? Once an Akhundelar, Corellius was one of the first to set foot on the first attempt to reclaim Aiur. Corellius managed to survive Amon's attack on the Caprilu sector and was stationed at Antioch to oversee the rebuilding of the province. The Dominion, after the fall of the Dark God, Amon, the Terran Dominion, prospered under the leadership of Valerian Mensk. The Great Army is one to be reckoned with. Why they are attacking the Protoss is a mystery to many, when the young Emperor has a strong need to be better than his father. Indeed. Okay, well, let's get mining. Something weird is going on. I have a lot of money left over, so let's go ahead and start repowering these buildings. I really like how they're on fire. The Terran base is located just north of here. I should prepare my forces. What do you think we're doing, Corellius? So what can you do? Shadow Charge, Whirlwind, Dark Coil. Wow, so he is a mix between Nerazim and Aiur Zealots. Oh, so that's real good. Okay, I'm pleased with this. Only one geyser. Yeah, so I can't believe Rallis is just already gone. We do have Warp Gate, and we can get some High Templar as well, and Archons, and the fact that we've got a bunch of cash just means that we can build up very, very quickly. It looks like the bottom of our base is inaccessible. It's weird because the whole map is viewable. Maybe there's something down there, because it looks like we'd be able to go... Well, no, we'd go down. If we can eventually get up here, we could go down and around, but for what reason? Who knows? So poor Corellius, he didn't get his +1 base armor, but he does have +3 base armor and a passive heal. So as Protoss, it's nice to see that base heal, so that we don't have to worry too much about our heroes just getting absolutely smoked. Are these Centurions? Yeah, Centurions, Dragoons, and High Templar. That's a cool mix of stuff. One thing, and this is just a real small, silly thing that, you know, I would say don't worry about, but maybe when it, the super pylon fields, maybe just eliminate that and just give your normal, regular campaign pylon fields to the player, just straight up. Rather than them having to worry about the super pylon fields. Unless it's possible that it's just a graphic, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we're going to need... Oh, we can get robo facilities too, so we can get all sorts of stuff. This is going to be nice. Okay, so let's get a robo facility. And gas is going to be the hot commodity here. We only get 4 per return. I thought maybe it'd be like a Brood War economy because there's only 1 geyser. So we're going to be really stretched for gas, which means we're probably going to want to focus on getting a lot of Centurions, but we're going to need some anti-air in the form of Dragoons. 1 or 2 High Templar if we can afford it, I guess. But we probably won't be able to afford it. Here's our Cyber Core. No upgrades available. We're going to need a Templar Archive, I think. No, just ground level 1. So there's no access to a High Counselor, Twilight Council, High Council. What am I saying? I've been playing or watching and playing too much Heptacraft. Okay, so let's get some Dragoons in here. We'll spend our gas while we're at it. And I'm going to be careful with Corellius. Again, he's looking real good. The fact that he's got Dark Coil and Whirlwind is crazy. And the fact that his charge is Shadow Charge is really, really cool. He's just like an all-around awesome Zealot. We can get Reavers, too. Do I want to bother? I think I'm just going to make Dragoons at this point, just because they are... Just as a test. Okay, yeah, so we've got our Super Pylon Fields for sure. We don't have enough gas to warp in more. So I might want to start poking in here pretty soon. I don't know what I'm up against, and I'm going to play it safe, I suppose. Let's just get a bunch more pylons. Yeah, we've got money. Let's go ahead and get more. Alright, they're sending some units in to attack us. I'm not too afraid. I'd like to get ground weapons level 2, so let's just focus on getting more Centurions. Alright, and now we're already out of money, but we've got some pretty good... I think we've got some pretty good income here now that we're fully saturated, and it looks like now they're pretty committed to attacking us in pretty full force. I'll bring Corellius with us because he just seems so good. We can always quick save before we move out as well. Let's start ground weapons level 2 and put chrono boost on it. And I kind of want to hold out for a little bit more gas, but our income on gas is too low. Let's quick save and just poke out and see what we can find. Seems like it's worth it. I don't think we could stun these bunkers, though. All right, ooh, there's an expansion. Okay, so this was worth checking out pretty early, I'd say. There's Corellius just getting crazy in there. Leveling up weapons is going to help him a lot, too. And I assume that we can make... I'm going to assume that we can definitely make cannons. So we can set up a couple cannons up here to defend us. Okay, and then once you set that up, buddy, go ahead and set up some... Or 1 pylon is probably enough. Let's do this. And this, and if that's in range of our Nexus close enough, it should be that it'll be a super pylon field. And then let's just start getting more probes, and then we'll transfer some of them down once that other one is done. We need this assimilator set up as soon as possible. Not a huge amount of money, but it's something. And again, if we can't get onto the high ground, and it looks like this is going to be a series of canyons, then I'm not going to worry too much about... I'm not going to worry too much about what's down south of our base. I think it's just, you know, the size of the map. He wanted to make it a vertical map, so if the Terran are all the way up here, I guess the only way to display the map on the minimap is to have a blank spot down here. Unless maybe we end up coming down here later. Who knows? Okay, so let's grab more probes. More probes. Nexus is almost done. Let's just keep this saturated, and... hotkey my Nexuses, Nexi, if you will. I prefer Nexi. I'll stick with Nexi. I'll probably have enough income to get a few Reavers. I mean, Reavers are just great, so... I mean, I hate them, but they're great. You know, you can't deny that Reavers are good units. I still hate them with a fiery, fiery passion. We don't need too many probes here to saturate this. Okay, let's go ahead and focus on gas. And I could either do High Templar or Reavers. Reavers are cooler, more unique, and also require way less attention. So let's go ahead and stick with some Reavers. That's what I say. And then we'll just get a bunch more Centurions to back us up. How are we looking here? We can't get +3 anything, but we'll be able to get shields level 1. I don't know why I'm being so tentative. I probably don't have to. Could probably start pushing into the next area. So again, well, see, I threw down my robotics bay. But after starting shields, I'm not going to have any money. So, I don't know. It's tricky to decide what to go for here. With any extra cash, we can always just go ahead and set up a few cannons. Got some Dark Coils going down here. And I really like Corellius just getting mixed into these attacks. All right, let's back up. Probe, what are you doing in here? Oh, are my probes rallying to Corellius or something? Hey, stop it. There we go. Okay, and, you know, the Reavers will help me get rid of the static defense, and Scarabs are free. They should be free. Reavers in Legacy of the Void are also just nuts because they can shoot up and down cliffs, which is just garbage if you ask me, considering, like I've said, how much I really despise Reavers. I mean, I hate playing against them. When the AI has them, they are just absolute garbage. Just garbage, garbage, garbage. That should... Oh, okay. Well, you're stuck, but, you know, 5 cannons, definitely overkill. Shield batteries, not a possibility. Yeah, 5 cannons is overkill, but you know what? Who cares? We're going to be fine. We're going to be just fine. Get another pylon here for supply, and then just warp in. Oh, well, we're waiting for our Reavers. I could queue up 2 Reavers. Honestly, just 1 Reaver is probably enough, and we just flood them with Centurions. Granted, they'll get torn up by Hellbats, but I think that this group of stuff should be fine. We got a Reaver that's going to start squirming its way up here. Let's quick save and attack into this bunker and siege tanks. Yes, Dark Coil the tank, please. Oh my god, Dark Coil lasts so long. It just seems unfair almost. Alright, that's looking good. Man, it's a good thing we got that +1 armor on Rallis. Okay, pretty large forces here. Let's focus on let's get rid of this tank with our Dragoons. Okay, Corellius is fine. He does have a must-survive condition, so let's be a little careful with him. We just lost a lot of stuff. Our Reaver is squirming its way up. We got to reinforce our Centurions, and let's just go ahead and wait for Corellius to get some shields back, and just wait for my cooldown on my gateways, warp gates, so that we can get a few more reinforcements here. So let's get 3 more Dragoons now, and then more Centurions. I don't think we lost any Dragoons in that fight. We're just losing Centurions because they clump up and there's concentrated tank fire. This seems like their main base. They may have more up there, which would make this a little more challenging, but I think we're in good shape. I can actually take this Reaver and start doing this. Draw him into us a little bit. All right, let's go. Let's attack. Corellius back to full shields already. That's what I like to see. Move on up, Reaver. Do some damage instead of just sitting in the back and attacking a missile turret, please. Like this Thor would be ideal. Oh god, Corellius, 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 Corellius. He escapes. Hold position. Get on in there. The Thor is gone. Medics get smoked by some concentrated Reaver blasts. There's his passive healing, which is quite nice. We can remake our Centurions. And then this is definitely their main base, and it looks like we've gotten rid of all the heavy-hitting stuff. Corellius getting some of his shields back. I feel a little safer with him getting into the mix. Hero Psyblade, 19 damage. Feeling pretty good about that. Well, 19 damage compared to 20. Interestingly enough, our hero does less damage. Our hero does less damage. It is finished. Let us report back to the council. Okay. One neat little thing. Maybe I saw what happened there. But it looked like all the buildings blew up, so it's like once we destroyed enough buildings, he's like, okay, you won, and it just ended rather than forcing us to just monotonously destroy the buildings, or maybe I just coincidentally destroyed them all at the same time, I'm not sure. You were supposed to report back, not engage the enemy. And my apprentice is dead. I told you that the Dominion would betray us. This is all your fault, Artanis. I demand action. Silence. You are the newest member of this council. You will show respect. I am truly sorry. I was not aware of the details of the mission. We do not blame you, Warden. How could you possibly know? What will you do, Artanis? Borazun is right, of course. You have shown yourself quite resourceful, Corellius. You and Rokar will meet with Valerian Mengsk. We will get clarity in this. Borazun will supervise the mission. As you command, Hierarch. All right, that was a great first mission. You got a little bit of micro, a little bit of macro. We get 2 heroes to play around with, one now dead already. Very interesting. My theory is that the new Centurion council member, Rokar, I bet he's behind this. He's behind this. I don't know why. That's what I'm thinking, because he's the newest member, and he's the only person on the council unique to this campaign. He seems a little aggressive. He's behind this whole attack. Maybe he mind-controlled some Terran forces or something. I don't know, but that's my theory. We'll see if I'm correct. I'm excited to continue with this campaign. 9 more maps to go, so I'm excited to have, about 3 good weeks of this campaign before we run out of maps, and then I'll start something new. So I hope you stick with me. I hope you're enjoying this. Let Hultmanable know your feedback in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.